What's up, everybody? How y'all doing, man? I'm trying to chill, man. I'm fucking appreciate you all for coming in. This was an unintended live stream. I'm fucking charged up right now. This motherfucking nigga named Taz getting on my goddamn nerves. This nigga coming in because he trying to do the work of anti-Afro Spengali and shit. I'm up here trying to have a reasonable conversation with a variety of people. I'm in here trying to give information. I'm over here by Grandmaster Troll trying to talk and do things, interacting with people. Yes, I'm engaging in intense debate, conversation, and so on. And then this motherfucker Taz come blowing up the spot. I'm trying to tell everybody, hey, look, man, I'm getting off the line. Look, appreciate you for coming, bringing me on. We talking about a registered sex offender coming into the space, what we do about it, how should we respond to it. This motherfucker, Taz, this illiterate, fucking no teeth ass, 6'7" ass criminal, come bring his ass in the spot, talking shit, disrespecting me, talking about my nephew O'Shea, which ain't got nothing to do with anything between me and you, talking about shit about me supporting Umar Johnson. Like, what the fuck that got to do with anything, man? And I'm gonna have to say this, man. You know, I'm not about, you know, drama all the time and so on. But man, these Negroes come in here and start saying any and everything on a panel. To be honest with you, if I had to do it all over again, I just would have left. Just straight up just left. You know, it wasn't worth my goddamn time to be arguing with this Negro. You can go and check it out. Grandmaster Troll, Kenneth Thomas. He was he just did his most recent live stream. Check it out. I was on there talking to people, man. It's just some hating ass niggas on YouTube, man. You know, as you all know, I'm not one to be yelling and screaming at people. It could be a very opinion, responses to whatever anybody is saying. And yes, I do yell and scream at times, get emotional and get into shit. But I'm not about to be getting into some bullshit. This Negro think that I'm not coming on his channel. Yes, Black News. I know he talking about me. I'm talking about his bitch ass too, and his fucking botch booty ass bitch, and so on. He all mad and triggered talking about why the guys gonna bring up my Negro. Your wife put her shit in the mix, but you don't want to talk about how every time I come on your platform, your wife the one who liking me. You don't want to talk shit. You don't talk about how on my platform several times, and each time I let you on my platform and my platform trying to yell and scream at me and I'm goddamn host of the goddamn platform. You don't want to talk about that shit, you know. So what? So let me go ahead. I see Taz got his little bitch ass minions up in here. So let me go ahead and time your ass out. Talking shit. You know, that's all he can do is this all he got. That Negro thought I was gonna be dumb enough platform. No, nigga. This Negro, I don't know. Those things they can talk to me any kind of way, and they think just because I'm a therapist and shit that I'm just supposed to sit there and take it. The hell you think this is? I'm a man just like you, Taz. Well, at least you're supposed to be a man, but it turns out you're not really a man. Here, I ain't got no smoke for Taz on somebody else's show. I'm trying to say my words, my the platform, go chill for the rest of the night. But nah, I can't do that. He wants to bring his bitch ass, his linky, uncoordinated 6'7" ass onto the panel, talking shit, yelling and screaming, talking about shit about Warren Johnson. Matter of fact, man, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, mommy was up in there. Appreciate that. And man, this Negro coming here talking shit. I'm about peace. I'm not about drama. This nigga mad he ain't me. This nigga wish to provide life. I can provide for mine. I'm really married. This nigga ain't even, this nigga think he a man married. Nigga, be on paper. Nigga, is more than drug. This nigga don't never read books. All he does is Google shit and try to presentations on it. And all this crazy ass, somebody gotta bow down. I'm like, you have that little bitty raggedy fucking you. Time he was talking, nobody could understand shit he was saying. Got a fucking dollar store US trying to challenge me with my audio technica, in the business for his price range. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? No, I'm not. He invited me, Free Bands Gang, to his panel. I going to his shit. To go for what? You think I'm trying to do that shit you did, shot Kim Rock? You think I'm gonna get on a panel with you and your wife and they content off of me? I think I am. I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? And see that go Destiny Maxi. That's some of his little strong. First of all, let me talk to people, Taz, since your people in here right now, fucking with the man D Darrell. Let me talk to your people. Destiny, can you tell me all these motherfuckers in B1, who fucking really B1? Every last one of these motherfuckers have fucking Nala married a fucking white man. Cynthia was fucking white man for $100 pop. Taz was beating out a white woman. You had a motherfucker in the beginning named Irene who got a whole bunch of biracial motherfucking children. And we all know black women feel fuck any and everybody. And I know she didn't fuck white men. So how the fuck everybody in there has done shit with everybody and talk about you? Explain that shit to me. Explain that to me. Yes, his millions are pulling up. Yeah, pull up on D Darrell. You know, explain that shit to me. What's up, Ms. Mello? You know, explain that shit. I'm not in there to be fucking against one, and then he gonna bring all three Negroes up there trying to talk shit to me. I'm not about to do that. Who do they think I am? What's up, G Dizzle? What's up, G? I'm not about to do that. I'm like, man, look, man, G, I'm gonna tell you this, G, because I know you talk about the Mansfield a lot. Definitely check out G Dizzle content. He definitely got some good content. Also, check out G Dizzle got a technology channel also that he got courses and a lot of different things. So anyone that may be interested in that and learn some type of computer skills. Matter of fact, instead of Taz trying to, in the past, trying to beef and talk crazy to G Dizzle, he should have been trying to go to G Dizzle channel and learn some goddamn computer skills so he can have some type of formidable skills that he can apply to the workplace so he can do something with himself besides doing fucking YouTube channels 24/7 a day. That's what he should be doing. Instead of him trying to discredit me, telling people I don't have credentials, telling people that D Darrell ain't no authentic D Darrell, this and that. Negro, you wish you were me. You coming on other people's platforms and sectors that don't even talk about Umar Johnson, and you want to blow up on the channel and talk about how the fuck you supporting Umar Johnson, nigga. You a follower, you this and you that. Negro, you got 5 felonies, been fucking arrested over 20 fucking times. Most of the times that you got arrested, you was beating up women. You were beating up women. You was beating up women. Negro, you wasn't beating up men. You wasn't fighting men. Nigga, you the bitch ass. To put your hands on a woman, you 6'7", over 200 pounds, and you fucking putting your hands and finding anything yourself, you can't control your emotions. You know, a woman, not a man. That's not a man. Shit. Yeah, you go back over there, Destiny. Obviously, because I one. I'm fraud. One of them are frauds. They've been frauds from the get go. Every last one of them are fucking frauds. I didn't come to GMT to be talking shit. What's up, Faith? Faith, don't you know? I literally had to go on GMT platform to talk up for innocent victims of a fucking 14-year-old girl and another teenager that was maliciously sexually assaulted and raped and charged. This guy charged twice and convicted of being with minors. And I literally had to go on a goddamn panel as a grown ass respectable man that has two daughters. Both of them are grown now, but that's regardless of the fact. And talk about how this man does not deserve to be in this space. And don't you know you had silly ass Negroes, silly ass Negroes, Faith, Faith, you had silly ass Negroes sitting there talking about it's nothing you can do about it. He did his time. We have to move on. You had ass Negroes talking about you can't really do what is all this outrage. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? You mean to tell me, guys, this crime fucking minors and you did it more than one fucking, and you sitting here acting like we should be like nonchalant, don't care about it, if you want to say I'm about the shit, you motherfucking right. As a man with fucking daughters, I'm overprotective of my daughters. And I would feel the same about anybody else who has children. And this grown ass man, hardcore Tito, a fucking perpetrator, violating the innocence of young fucking children. And you niggas sitting here talking about what if he come into space. This should not even be a fucking, it'd be up for the fucking debate. So I had to deal with niggas like this. I had to whack. Again, the thing about it, I'm sitting in there talking to you. Got motherfuckers in the chat talking about D Darrell. You know, how you all emotional about it. D Darrell, you took a L. I'm like, took a L for what? I got the fact that I got to even discuss this speaks low of self. What the fuck is this, man? I'm like, man, what the fuck is this? So I'm having conversations. Turn out you got people coming in there that don't like me for whatever reasons. I really don't give a damn. And so it comes out, and people mad at me. Now I'm in a space that talks shit about black women all the fucking time. And I'm supporting and taking up for black women, from the women in our community like a black man is supposed to. But then you want to get all your panties in a bunch because I'm talking ill of women outside of my community. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about no women from Colombia and Brazil. I don't give a fuck about women from Thailand and Cambodia and Philippines and all these countries, Dominican Republic. You mad at me because I called them dirty feet foreign bitches, and I'm gonna call them dirty feet foreign bitches because that's what they are. Because that's the type of women that you're going out to go get, and you're paying for it. That has to be a sad man to go out to another country and you get the lowest of the low, and you paying top dollar for the lowest of the low women. That speaks of you, how lowly you are as a man. This shit is fucking crazy. You want to tell me you about black women all fucking day, and I kill other women and support my own women, and now you want to get mad and low key talk crazy to me on a panel. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna allow it. If you got an issue with me and you trying to find this opportunity to get back at me, well, nigga, just say it, and we can deal with it. So that's what happened. Now I'm getting off the panel. I calm down, talking to GMT, talking to everybody else. We doing final fucking words. Don't you know, guys? This is how low these fuckers are. Don't you know? This Negro named Kelly that has a channel ended his that I was arguing with, ended his final words with the fact that I don't understand why people are in this fucking unnecessary outrage for something that Hardcore Tito allegedly did. Notice he used the word allegedly, and the motherfucker been convicted twice to the same guy as a registered sex offender. Twice has this man been convicted of fucking with minors. And you want to sit here and talk about alleged. It's so fucking sad, Faith. Don't you know, Faith, that he has subscribers who ignored the fact that he forced himself upon minors, that they were supporting him and giving him reports of what's been going on in the manosphere in the last 3-4 years? Don't you know this is how sad these motherfuckers are? This is how sad these Negroes are. Yeah, Flacco, they told me you went on. Yeah, that nigga tried to bait me to come on his show. I was done in the heat of like, yeah, nigga, I'll come on your show. But after I calmed down, I'm like, hell no, I'm not coming on your show. What I'm gonna do is do exactly what you're doing. You going live to talk about me when nigga I can go live to talk about you. Now, I in GMT. This is the first time, man. I've never acted like to that extent like I did on his channel. And it wasn't trying to. But I'm trying to finish up my last words, telling everybody that the man they allow Hardcore Tito to parade around the manosphere. That's not something that should be allowed. Nobody should be going over there subscribing to him, watching shows, putting them on the panels. Nobody should be going out there to discuss anything with him, interviewing him. It's a bad look. While I'm saying that, this Negro that self-proclaimed GOAT bring his tall, linky ass in the platform and just start yelling and screaming at me like he got some fucking rank over me or some shit. Like I'm supposed to bow down and submit to a nigga that ain't even reading right. I'm like, what has this space come to? Well, you got illiterate Negroes with no teeth who can't read and write, who can barely spell, barely articulate their own thoughts, thinking that they can go one-on-one intellectually with D. Durrell. I don't get this. This Negro has no training. This Negro has no certifications, no licenses, no education. We don't even know if this Negro even graduated from high school. But you want to go trying to debate me one-on-one, someone who has all the things that you lack, and tell me I need to bow down to the motherfucking GOAT. I mean, what is YouTube doing to these Negroes' brains? Where they got all of this fucking stuff? I don't get this. What the fuck is going on in this space? People who have account because they got subs and they do YouTube check. They think that they have the code to go against people who shit to the community in real life. Is this what this space has come to? Negroes up in here coming blowing up the spot. All I was trying to do was get my last words and get out. No, this Negro had to come up and yell and scream at me. Damn right up. What? Tell him I'm a because he wasn't expecting. To kick his ass off. If you don't show me respect, I'm you. Shit is the reason why it's like these network minions came over here to dislike my videos. So I'm gonna say everybody in the conscious clientele, go to Taz's channel if he's still alive and dislike his fucking video about me. Up in there. I basically telling them to basically associate with pedophiles. You got a bunch of people trying to end it in the flesh. It's unbelievable. Can you hear me? I'm gonna bring up. I'm gonna do the link. Anybody want to come up? You can come up. Man, this shit is ridiculous, man. This shit was really fucking ridiculous that I had to have this conversation. So if anybody want to come up, I sent the link out there. You can get the link. This shit was ridiculous. I had to have this conversation with grown ass men. And then I gotta argue with another fucking imbecile about much of nothing over some Umar Johnson shit that was unrelated to anything that I was talking about on the chat. This shit is ridiculous, man. This shit is crazy. Can you all hear me now? Is it sounding good? Let me know if it's not. If you can hear me, please press 1 in the chat so I can know you can hear me. If it's clear. Please let me know if it's clear or not. Press 1. Hey sis, what's up?
What's up, bro?
Man, I'm so fucking pissed off right now. It's fucking ridiculous, Faith. I'm sitting up here talking to grown ass men about them supporting, talking about whether or not this grown ass 40-plus-year-old man has raped two girls, minors. And they sitting up there talking about whether or not he should be in the space or not. And you got two foreigners on there talking about, he did his time. We should move on and all of this crazy stuff. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is this? Like, are y'all serious?
Well, CD, first of all, we shouldn't even be listening to no foreigners because in their
Exactly.
country, they let a lot of stuff fly that we don't let fly over here. That's the number one mistake that we as the black community do. We uphold everybody else's stuff, but we don't try to set our own type of program over here. They come over here with their program and then we take that and run like wildfire. But what I really want to say, D, don't waste your time because there is a bum rebellion going on in our communities. And I'm going to talk about it on my channel. I'm about to highlight it. I'm going to lay it out for everybody. Because, see, what you have experienced over there with them bums is exactly what I'm about to lay out. D. Darrell, this ain't nothing new. This been going on in our community for far too long, being swept under the rug. We got a lot of degenerate behavior that had already been going on in our community that we just been hiding. But now all the degenerates got access to the internet now, and they just basically coming on here telling you how they really feel. That's what's going on. The bombs have clicked up and they done started rebellion. It is a bomb rebellion now. So they done linked up and they done got their team together. So now us black people that have good sense, morals, and all of that, they ain't trying to hear nothing you got to say because they want their agenda to be out there. And their agenda is to make this environment stay predatory. That's all it is, D.
This shit is ridiculous, man. I hear what you're saying, and it's fucking ridiculous that I had to sit up there and while I'm telling these people that Black Ram 3, and to be honest with you, and I was gonna tell you, I was gonna have a conversation with you about a particular YouTube I had a discussion with. You know who I'm talking about, but I'm just not gonna say. And we had this discussion, and I wanted to tell you what you I was going to ask you what you think about this, but it was about some of the stuff that I'm saying right now because we discussed the fact that Black Ram 313. For those that don't know him, Black Ram 313 been around YouTube a long time. I don't usually listen to him. I don't like his content, but I used when I first came into the platform, he was a person you would hear from time to time. I didn't even know he was still doing content because I hadn't heard him in years. But this Negro get out of jail, and you want to hit him up and interview him, and they don't talk about none of the shit he did. Tried to push the shit under the rug like it was like he went to jail for fucking writing hot checks or something. Literally. And I'm sitting here like, this is a goddamn I can't believe this. And you
But
got
see what you
Negroes in
see
the
going
chat.
on online, D, is the same thing that goes on in the black community every day. All our favorite uncles and cousins in the family, we sit up here and we know that they touching the kids. We know that they touching the boys too. But since they are favorite people, we not going to say anything about what they doing. Instead, we're going to try to sweep it under the rug and throw light on something else because either it happened to us or some of these people are involved in it themselves. That's just the truth of the matter. And see, I said it on my channel, D. Big Mama is dead. All the big mamas are either dead or dying out. So now you left with these black women in Generation X, my generation and your generation. The black women are now the sugar mamas. Big mama is gone, sugar mama is here. And sugar mama is teaching a
Mm-hmm.
whole nother program. And what Sugar Mama did is she pretty much telling the young girls, hey, you know what? I grew up getting raped, beat on, and sodomized and all this other stuff. And so now I'm gonna give you the game. Don't let these niggas sleep on your couch no more. Level up. Don't give them any money anymore. And so now you got the younger women from our generation, me and you, our children, they're in their 20s now. So now you got the
Yep.
young black women coming out here saying they want more. D
Mm-hmm.
Darrell, notice what you are seeing, my brother. You're seeing the young girls asking for more, and you're seeing the rebellion of the bum ass niggas hitting them upside head with skateboards, attacking them at convenience stores
Mm-hmm.
because it's a bum rebellion out here.
And
It's a bum
let's
rebellion.
let's go deeper. Not only that, if I could remember, the generation now that's 20 now that was born in 2000 or end of 1999 that come up now,
Oh, I'm
that
back.
yeah,
Go ahead.
the young mothers now, because we don't really have a real actual grandmother per se that is roughly in their 50s, mid 50s. We the average right now, I think it's in this mid 40s and earlier now. That now it's now become like a come up scheme where it's a now you hear them teach them you could con and scheme a man now. You get me? To do whatever is possible. You get me, Faith? It's not like some insincerity. You know what I'm saying? So now when you see
Exactly.
the low level dudes and the dudes that's doing some, it's cost. Wait, I hear background noise. Either.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you have feedback, brother.
Hold on one sec. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, hold on, let me first speak. Okay, it's gone. It's gone. So now we have an what we call it, we have some form of new chaos amongst the community. You get me? And be honest with you, a lot of people that are bums, like the men that's not doing nothing anyway, should not be getting no access in my mind, but that's just me. But like I said, the young woman that's now coming up and they're not gonna entertain the ones that's not even being productive, that's a start. And what you see now, even the things, and I can't speak about the one with New York because right there I gotta do more digging on that. But it shows you that the dudes that have been groomed already through, without any structure from who was raising mother or whatever, now the girls that are coming up with the same structure saying, I'm not going to accept you if you're not doing nothing with your life. So now
Right.
these dudes are going to take on, which they always have been, take on the tendencies, acting emotional more instead using logic. Instead, I got to express through my emotions, which I'm going to go not verbal, but sometimes physical. Where even with the skateboard thing, what people laughed at, is a little degenerate because why would a young dude take a skateboard and throw it in the back of some girl's head? That don't make sense. Even to the one when I'm hearing there's certain violence. And now a lot of women find that this is the norm of black men. But like I said, we create the monsters in the community that we harbor as a
Well,
collective.
well, it started with Big Mama. See, everybody want to sit up here and pedestalize Big Mama. But let me tell you something. Have you ever heard any man in the manosphere talk down on mammyism?
Nope.
That's because they
Yeah.
benefit from it. They benefit from the mammies. Now that the mammies are dying out, grandmama whose couch they used to sleep on and whose basement they used to live in is gone. Now you got sugar mama. And sugar mama ain't letting you sleep on her couch and live in her basement forever. She wants
Well,
you to pay rent or get out.
the funny thing with Sugar Mama, it can be more problematic because, well, I'm not gonna say nothing because it's gonna be sexual, so I'm gonna keep that alone. I'm gonna keep that to myself. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Right, but here's the thing: Sugar Mama gonna say you're gonna either pay rent or you're gonna have to get out. That's the reason why you got the young man that shot his mama in the back of the head because she asked him to get a job. Because now these Generation X mamas ain't having it. So now
Yeah.
you're gonna see a bum rebellion all across this nation because these black men are mad. Now you got black men in their cars making YouTube videos trying to warn these men, hey, these black women, they ain't having it no more. They done lost their mind. They starting to level up. They don't want us no more. And now they over here panicking.
Instead of
But
trying to
you
level up, instead of trying to improve on themselves to do better.
exactly. So
That's the
now they gonna
problem.
come on this pan. They gonna get take to their social media and they gonna try to convince everybody to go back to the mammy ways, back to the big mama ways, and it's not working.
Well, it's funny because a lot of dudes in the so-called mansper space always advocate for most dudes that they gotta be doing something constructive. That's why the separation between Pookie and Ray Ray is real. I don't like it because at the end of the day,
But
niggas are niggas.
the
But
problem
a
with
nigga, a
that
nigga,
chaos.
a
But hold
nigga,
on,
a
chaos.
nigga.
Hold on, chaos. I want to say this. The problem with them trying to talk about the Pookie and Ray Ray is half of these niggas that's talking about the Pookie and Ray are actually Pookie and Ray in real life. That's the goddamn problem. Just like Taz talking all this shit,
Mhm.
and he's the consummate Pookie and Ray.
Oh
But
yeah,
you
we
get,
know that. Oh, we know
but you
that.
getting on YouTube is Negroes like him, and they got other guys who popular. They got all these views and so forth. These Negroes, if it wasn't from YouTube, these Negroes would be damn near suicidal.
Yep.
Like really, like these Negroes got nothing else
Okay.
but YouTube. They don't have nothing else going on for themselves, and
If
they want
think
to.
about it, think about it, D. If
Well,
Taz didn't have somebody to take his bum butt in and take care of him, what would he
well,
do?
JV did talk about you know these people already on our channel, which I did watch, and I say it is what it is. I mean, at times I kind of left people alone last year because of certain events. And for good reason. I just like most brothers, that follow certain sides. We say we just leave them to the devices. As you don't see cerulean, anybody else, mess around with certain people in certain space. If you're aware of that, you get me?
Yeah,
Because
Right.
it's been revealed that this is some serious nigga shit that is getting really out of control.
a
You
lot
can't talk
of it,
about
man.
it's like you can't live a life about you're black first and you live in something opposite. It don't work like that. You get me?
Nobody in
No, no,
B1.
no. See, B1 stands for bum first.
Okay.
Yes, because none of these Negroes have done anything that reflects men bad, black first. Half of the
Okay.
Nala and Taz both have committed crimes against other black people. How the hell
Okay.
you made a career your your whole life? You've been stealing and doing negative things to black people, but you want to come online talking about you B1 first.
Well,
You know that makes no sense.
yeah.
What's going on, poetic? What was going on
Well,
chat on Taz channel? What's going on? I knew you were over there. Poetic Flocka, you there?
Waka, fucker, lame.
Poeta.
Give me yourself.
Yeah, he must have muted himself. What's up, Commander
Okay.
K? What's up, CK?
Hey, what up? Hey, that's why I started doing the whole clown talk thing, because the problem is not just what Faith was saying as far as the bum rebellion, but also the other part are the people who are running around pretty much making excuses, lying, and trying to sweep stuff under the rug. See, we have to
Hey
constantly
man.
hold we gotta constantly hold the line and call it out for what it is, because if we don't, what's going to end up happening is you're going to have another situation where you got another manosphere and another manosphere and another manosphere, and all they're doing is a bunch of clown talk and basically trying to keep us in the past, when the mammy and all these different things with Papa being a Rolling Stone and all that crap was going on.
I agree, man. They want to keep what you're really saying is that they want to keep the black community dysfunctional. That's really what it boils
Exactly.
down to, dysfunction, because they're dysfunctional themselves.
Exactly. And see, what we're doing is you're starting to see the young black women wake up, and they're leveling up. They're starting to ask for more out of these men. That's the reason why you hear a lot of these men running around here talking about, you think you better than me, and then they're attacking these women because they can't run the game that they used to run back in the day. Like they saw their uncles, living off they mothers and their aunts and their sisters for years and years and years without a job, because they either went to jail and they can't get a job and all of this other stuff. So the big mamas back in the day took pity on them, and they told the family that it was white supremacy, the reason why they can't get a job and all this type of stuff. So that's the reason why you got all these B1 network people running around blaming the white man and saying that, oh, there's an excuse as to why they bombs, and it falls on the black woman to hold a brother down. So
Mm-mm.
now black women are saying we don't want to hold you down anymore, and so now you got the bum rebellion out here. That's why you see a lot of black men attacking black women now.
It's crazy. What's up, Poetic Flocka?
Yo, hey man. Yo, listen, man.
What's going on?
I just called into, Taz show, uh and it was just me and Taz, and we had about like 5 or 10 minutes just like a screaming match, but so right now he's so called roasting me, man, but trust me, bro, like he's light work. Like listen, man, like yo, like you are above responding back to Taz. Feel me? Let us handle that shit for you, you
This
know?
Negro crazy, man. This Negro came. I'm up here trying to have a discussion. This dude
Mm-hmm.
jump on the panel. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
talk. I'm actually trying to tell people
Mm-hmm.
to at least look at the fact that, what if that was your daughter? What if that was your cousin, your sister, somebody that you
Mm-hmm.
got a grown ass man trying to take sexual advantage of them? And
Mm-hmm.
these Negroes was acting like they were aloof to that, like they can't even fathom thinking in the perspective of you protecting young black girls. That shit was sickening.
Oh,
And
wait,
while
what happened?
hold up, let me finish. And while I'm trying to say that,
Yeah,
Taz bring his crazy ass on the platform, just yelling, screaming, hollering. And you know how they do on the panel. They allow ignorance
of
to
course.
just roam bliss. So me and him going to a 10-minute yelling back and forth
Mhm.
at each other and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna I wouldn't let no man talk to me like that in real life. What make you think that I'm gonna let you talk to me like this over the internet? Let's go to
Mhm.
there just talking crazy out of his mind. He was bringing up stuff about O'Shea,
Mhm.
and I'm like, look, I'm not gonna get into the issue with you and O'Shea. If you mad that O'Shea took your wrench, you the one went on O'Shea on Grandmaster Troll platform talking crazy to O'Shea. He didn't want to deal with your ass no more. That don't have nothing to do with me. Then you want to get up there talking about me, and you want to talk about the guys. I know you don't like other people for whatever reasons. That's fine, but I'm not gonna let anybody come in and disrespect me like that. I don't care who
Mhm.
you are. I don't give a damn if you got more subscribers than me and you make more money. That don't mean shit.
Of course.
That don't mean anything to me. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't need this. This is a hobby to me. If I make a few coins off of it, that's fine. If I don't, the money I make off of YouTube goes straight to my group home. I don't even see that money. That money goes straight to there to help people who have mental health illness that can't live on their own. That's where that money
Mhm.
goes to. I've
Mhm.
never spent a dime for myself on YouTube because I don't have to. I don't have to. This is a hobby for me. Merely a
Mhm.
hobby. That's it. But
Mhm.
And,
these guys,
and you know what?
oh, go ahead.
No, you know why you know why he came on the panel and did that, right? To distract you. See, the problem is there's people who thrive in the dysfunction of the black community. The thugs, the drug dealers, people who want to spray graffiti, they make money with the way things are as far as being terrible. So anytime, someone like you comes on and is talking about unity, talking about rebuilding, talking about, uh, mental health, they're going to come on there and yell and scream and distract you and try to drown you out because they don't want things to get better. Because if things get better, then they're going to be forced to be productive members of society, and they're not trying to do that. So when that happens, we have to continuously call it out and continuously have positive messages because they want things to be terrible, Black YouTube and in real life.
That's ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. And that's another
It
thing.
is, but they thrive.
Yeah, but and that's the other thing. Every time somebody they think because I'm a therapist, I'm supposed to accept disrespect. As my me is stating, there's people in the chat were mentioning the fact that you are a counselor. That was like okay because he's a counselor and a professional, he's supposed to let people disrespect him kind of dumbish. I'm like, I'm not. You think because I'm a therapist, I'm allow you to call me a bitch ass nigga, hoe ass this, and you think I'm a man before I'm a therapist. I don't give a damn what my profession is. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
let
because
anybody verbally
But that's just
talk
another
to me.
shaming tactic. That's another way for them to silence you. They're gonna shame you by using your profession so that they can silence you from telling the truth. Like Camilla Bouquet is saying, if
Yeah,
you get too much of the truth out there, then you're exposing what they really about.
yeah, and I'm sitting there telling them. I told them guys because I actually work with sex offenders, and the reason why I was so passionate about it is because I know the sex offender who is remorseful, and I know sex offenders who are not remorseful. If you would see that interview that Hardcore Tito collaborated with Black Ram 313, I did not see a remorseful person. I saw a person who felt, damn, I went to jail for this. I didn't really do anything wrong. I'm glad to be out. I'm focusing on YouTube and doing YouTube videos. So when I made that analysis, I concluded that Hardcore Tito needs to continue to do therapy and he needs to be doing sex offender classes as prevention that he does not engage in his behavior again. He should not be focusing on YouTube. This fool sat in that interview and how talking about how he been spending most of his time watching the Black Manosphere to see who is doing what and why and how things have evolved. That's been his pastime. That's been his focus. Not on him getting better as a man, but you worrying about what the Manosphere got going on. That is sad. You should be focusing on getting a job and maintain if you can find employment, which is going to be very difficult, and improving your life and developing some level of sobriety or prevention from doing this again or being tempted to do this again because you've already done it twice. So I mean, excuse me for being uh, uh, intense about the fact that okay, we allowing a predator back into the community, and y'all Negroes sitting here nonchalant like it ain't no big deal. This shit is like foreign to me. I've never heard men talk like this before in my life. Never.
But what it is there's profit in the problem, not in the solution. See, if they maintain the status quo, they can continue to get donations from people. They can continue to get super chats. They can continue to push their Patreon. And that's just it's like pharmaceutical companies where, why would they give you a $10 cure when they can give you a $1,000 treatment?
But you got to understand that's the whole end game is this is a money grab, a hustle, because to be honest, this is most people's livelihood. If you look at where he is and where he lines with other YouTubers that what I'm talking about, D Darrell, that is a hustle. You get me? It's nothing really talking about improving the community. All it is continuing the bashing, the finger pointing, just like a good portion of men in this space, same thing. It's all a hustle grab because we all know talking about things like therapy, things that's positive like technology, books, or anything like out of norm that is acceptable on YouTube, it doesn't get noticed. So you have to keep with the nigga shit, the degeneracy.
And not only that, but pay attention to what's happening, y'all. They're paying attention to what's going on in the manosphere. They're paying attention to different talking points because they are picking teammates. See, all the
Yeah.
bombs are teaming up because they want all the people that have the same agenda as them on their team. And see, all the productive people, we need to do the same thing and team up so that we can go against the bombs. Because the
Okay.
bombs right now, the bombs are louder. Their voice is louder than the
Way
people
louder.
who have sense. So now the same way they linking up and forming teams, we got to link up and form teams and counteract the nonsense.
You have any suggestions, Faye, since you brought this up?
Yeah, I just gave it to you.
We need to
Yeah,
team
that's a
up.
solution
We
right
need to
there.
start networking and we need to start collaborating and create our own selective talking points and so forth and be consistent with one another so we can combat the negative rhetoric so that we can shed light, on our community that we don't allow what they do to drown everything out. You know?
Exactly. Because right now they making, being bombs look fly. And that's what everybody is eating.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Also, we have to cancel the people who play dumb and try to deflect and distract while we're on the message and on code. You'll have people come on panels and will act like they don't understand what's going on, or they'll try to deflect and talk about something different. See, when they change the subject, what they're really trying to do is to keep you from going forward and to have you go backwards. Because again, there's profit in the problem, and not only are they trying to have a bum rebellion like Faith was saying, but they're also in back chats plotting and planning to take people out. Just like how, no offense, but that's the reason why they kind of took out your channel, DJ Real, before you rebuilt, because basically you had a positive message and they were thinking if we can't debunk his talking points, which they can't because you're a licensed professional, you know what you're talking about, they're going to silence you by taking away your channel. So it's very important for us not just to network, but also to support each other if something does go wrong, and even make, if you see one person going on a panel, jumping on there and backing them up when other people come on to distract.
True. That's true. Yeah, they were celebrating Fantastic 3.0. They had a bit. They had a celebration when they found out my channel was shut. That actually they had a. I had got a report that when they found out about that, the whole subject changed. They had a 30-minute celebration, laughing and like that was funny. Like it was like a relief that my channel got taken down. But I'm back now, so you ain't gonna keep me down too long.
And we also have to ban people from panels who are promoting their same talking points, or people who are trying, let's say they come on this panel, they're saying one thing, then you see them somewhere else, like a T-Pos channel, saying something in reverse, flip-flopping. We got to also call them out as well, because people who are bystanders, or who are passive and trying to, not take a side, they're just as bad as the people who are promoting those negative talking points.
You know what, CK, I'm glad you stated that, because um that's one thing I think that I made a mistake on in the past, is that I was very open to letting a whole bunch of crazy people come on my platform. And I had people, when I said specific, and this happens, I know he's not here, but BMT also had that problem, where I noticed you would have people coming on this platform whenever you would bring up certain topics. Certain topics, he could bring up something about child support. You got 100 people in the platform all over the manosphere coming to talk about child support and financial abortions. BMT talk about sexual abuse to kids and therapy or something, or getting help. You got 15, 20 people in there. But these people that are not what I would call consistent contributors or supporters think that they can come on your panel whenever you allow them to and say whatever the hell they want to say. And I
You mean
stopped
like
doing that.
you mean like people like on a certain space that will talk against talking points, but they'll pop out of nowhere to combat certain
Not
information?
only combat, but they'll say a bunch of reckless things that can hurt your platform. And I tell people, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, I show favoritism. When
Okay.
I have when people that I know that are consistent with supporting me and viewing my channel, I have a lot more leeway, because I have trust that you're not going to go out of bounds. But somebody that I know from another camp come here, I may interrupt them. I may be rude if they say something crazy, because I don't care if they come back, particularly if I know it. It's kind of like, remember when you did the clown Manosphere clown show? I think it was the first one you did, and you
Right.
had that guy that came from was he from Bernard's Riley channel or Game Change? I think it was Bernard Riley's channel. You
Is he
came from.
from London?
No, he wasn't English. It was on.
Okay.
Was it Faith or CK? It was one of your channels when you all did that. Remember the guy that came on? He was talking
Okay.
about traveling, and the women from across
Brazil.
seas or something like that.
Yeah, that was on CK's channel.
Yeah, that guy
Yeah,
came from.
passporting.
He Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah, we can.
okay. He came from. He came from Bernard Riley's channel to
Okay.
specifically act like that on purpose. He didn't come there to have cordial discourse. He didn't come there to have a conversation. What he did was he came there to yell and scream talking points to try to blow up your channel.
Oh.
That they don't have no intention to have a conversation or to have some level of etiquette, to just, okay, we can agree to disagree, but we can be cordial about it. Nah, they'll come in there yelling, oh, but this and that, trying to interrupt you when you talk. You know, you can't, and don't dare let a woman say something that makes sense. They start losing their mind. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the stuff they do. They've done that to my channel. You had certain people from certain sects. When I talk about a topic, I allow them to come up there, and every time I try to correct something they say, they up there yelling and screaming, "Let me talk! Let me! I want to say this. I want to see that." Or what they'll do, if you're talking about one topic, they'll switch it to something that they want to talk about to control the narrative. And I'm like, we just have to be mindful of these random people coming on here to spread stuff, to spread nonsense.
Exactly, because he was trying to talk about black women, and Faith and I, we kind of shut him down, and it did get a little hectic. You're absolutely right, D. Real. That's why I'm glad you're making that point, because we basically have to have a united front as content creators to, when they're coming with that clown talk, of course, call it out, put them backstage, mute them, because we need to control the narrative. And the more we control the narrative, and the more our numbers grow as far as people, listening, we'll start to have an army the size of theirs and be able to better combat them in the future.
Yeah, that's actually what happened to me today. A guy um, that came on my channel, he used to come on Sundays when I used to talk about uh, stuff about marriage, and I used to talk about I was doing content against the financial abortions and about how stupid that stuff was, and then this guy came on there, and I mean, we're talking about sexual abuse and statutory rape. This guy got angry with me as we were going back and forth on GMT's channel, Kelly, by the way, and started bringing up something that happened 4 months ago when he was on my platform, which I actually didn't even remember until he brought up what D. Darrell, you call foreign women from Puerto Rico dirty feet foreign women. Like he repeated that like 8 times. I said, you seem very triggered by that, but you're supposed to be a Caribbean guy, and I've heard you talk shit about black women, and you didn't seem hesitant to talk about that. You know, I'm like, you wasn't
Well,
hesitant about that. So now you
they
hear me
can't be
saying
hesitant.
something, you want to have an issue.
No, because you got to understand, Deidre, because foreign women, when we talk about foreign women, they're talking about women that are really black but look more whitish on the side. A lot of dudes get really triggered. You talking about
Yeah.
women that doesn't look like the black woman,
I
and
I
that's to be a
I
black
was
woman in
talk
America, but
I
black
was
women in
talking
general.
about
Yeah,
I was talking about women from non-black countries.
yeah.
I was because that's who they were dating. They don't go to foreign countries to date black women. They go there
No,
to
they
date
don't. They don't. They
they
don't.
date Latin women and Asian women and whatever else. That's what they do.
Mhm.
That's facts.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah,
you know.
but I
Go
want to
ahead.
say this, CK. But I think doing that show is actually a great show. I know you've done it like twice, right?
I done it once. I said I was going to do it every day, but some stuff came up,
Okay.
personal stuff. I wasn't able to do it. But yeah, if you're okay, you know what I'm saying, like for you to come through, I can email
Definitely.
you a link, you know what I'm saying? Because I know Faith, she wanted to get on it. And that's the main thing is, me personally, I believe American black women should be put above every other woman. When they're
Exactly.
when they're talking, I mean, if somebody wants to go across seas to travel, okay, cool. But we all know what they're really going across seas to do. Point blank, period. Because the same women who are foreign, if they really want to say a Brazilian woman, you know what I'm saying, they're here in the United States. And you're literally talking about guys who want to, not, I mean, they're not really doing anything positive, but they're talking about leaving an entire continent to go somewhere else to go meet someone. So what they're really doing is they're wanting to, in my opinion, get with someone who is poor to try to control them, or get with someone who is underage, as you can't do that stuff here.
Or
Exactly.
is it here? So can I just push back a little bit, right? Or could it be that due to the society that, again, if we're just talking about Black American women, right? Because again, in my eyes, like white women are a much worse, right? But I'm not white, so I'm gonna leave that side alone. So let me just speak on just Black American women, right? Is it possible that due to the society that Black American women grew up in, that they are decultured, and that and that there's no reforming or changing their ways, right? So they have to go to a particular country where those women have the same mindset and ideals that they're looking for.
But those women also, those women from foreign countries also have their set of flaws too. A woman is a woman no matter what country you go to. They may function different, have different values, but you can find a Black American woman that has good values. They are out there, and there's a bunch. The problem is a lot of these guys are socially awkward. They have poor communication skills, and they don't understand what true masculinity is. And they get upset because certain types of women don't find them attractive or don't find them worth a damn. And so, as a response to that, instead of them trying to self improve themselves, just like Faith said, these guys are looking at Black women as the problem instead of looking at themselves as the problem and not working on themselves.
Here, so here's my okay. So look, so like here's my pushback, right? I feel like 95% of the men who are leaving this country and going overseas to find a woman, those men have some form of financial backing, which means, yo, like they've done all the right things in life by making sure that they are set up for the
Nah,
success, right?
they actually not.
No, no, hey, for
No,
example, right, for example, right, for
I
example,
would
right,
no. Hold on, let me say this: the
if
average
you're broke, you
guy,
can't afford to go overseas. If I mean, if you were
yeah, but no,
broke,
but these guys are not six figure guys. You can go to Brazil for $500-600. You can a lot of these guys that are going to Brazil,
yeah.
they actually make about $30,000 to $50,000. Matter of fact, you remember guys? Are y'all? Do you remember Charles Tyler, the guy that was always in Brazil all the time that died a couple years ago? Anybody familiar with him?
No,
No, I don't follow those niggas, man.
Okay, Charles Tyler was the head of the. He wasn't a passport brother, but he was one that would go to Brazil and try to convince brothers to go to Brazil. He was at the head of that. Matter of fact, Charles Tyler had the top YouTube channel as far as people traveling to foreign countries. Don't you know that Charles Tyler had a couple of kids in America while he was doing that? And when he died broke. Matter of fact, Charles Tyler went to Brazil about 10, 12 times a year. And Charles Tyler couldn't even afford to pay for his own funeral.
Wow, that's
can I
sad.
So
respond? Right? Can I respond? Right. So here, right, peep, right. So I feel like we're having two different conversations, right? Because again, if we're just talking about the dudes who travel back, bust a nut, cool. So what I'm referring to are men who go back to find a wife and bring her back over here, right? And to do so, you have to have a substantial amount of income, right? Why? Because even just to sponsor her, right, you have to make, I think it's like $40,000 a year, right? You feel me?
right, right.
And then plus, right, the paperwork to bring her here is thousands, right? Like so, you have to have some form of income, right? So, right, I say that to say this: if these well-off black men are going overseas to find wives, now you have to ask yourself, as a black woman, damn, why are these well-off men who did everything right in life, why are they looking at me and seeing me as not enough? And just because American society has convinced you that being domesticated is wrong. American society has convinced you that submitting and honoring your man is wrong, and especially black women, because again, these black women have no problem being submissive and bowing down for the white man. But when it comes
Hold on.
to
See what
black
it
men,
is.
Oh, wait, let me say something before anybody say anything. If that was the case, this black woman that got beat by Chad Withers should not got beaten up. Because the man
Nah,
told him,
that's
said, "Oh
equivalent.
stop.
Nah.
No, not nothing.
That's that
No,
clown talk. You're
stop.
doing
Let me
clown
say,
talk, man.
let me say this. Because what has been revealed, this man wanted this black woman to bow to him like a slave, and she refused. And you see what the fuck happened? So I can't really go by that. Even certain white men that try to oppose the will say for some form of submission, like the slave and master relationship, that's not really fly.
That's not submission. That's exploitation. That's a difference, and that's the problem. A lot of these guys in the manosphere don't understand what true submission is, and with getting true with submission, there's a certain level of respect and responsibility that comes with that. And to be honest with you, if you have to ask a woman to be submissive to you, and she's not already, that means something is wrong. Because if you were doing, most women that I've known, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, these women naturally and automatically cooperate because they already see you got your shit together. The problem is a lot of these guys don't have this shit together. They're not consistent. They're not leaders, and they don't deserve the submission that they want. You cannot be mediocre and below mediocre and expect a woman supposed to willfully submit to you. That's just not going to happen in American culture. And if you
Plus,
can't,
also,
if you can't come to grips with that, then you have a problem.
what the issue is that men have to understand that you meet a woman, you date her, it doesn't work out, you move on. But with these guys that are passporting, what they really want is someone they can control. So when people say negative things about black women, what it is the women have become mature and are smart, and they have their own money and they can make their own decisions. So these guys want women they can control. They want women they can manipulate, and we throw around the words such as submission, but what they really want is enslavement. They want to be able to go to any woman, tell her what to do, and she's going to just say yes sir, no sir, or really most of the time yes sir, as opposed to her having her own brain. I think it's disingenuous to bring up a domestic violence situation like with Chad Wheeler, because when it boils down to it, men need to understand that not every woman is going to be for you, which is why you have to date around and meet people and find out who's right for you, as opposed to thinking you're going to go somewhere and just get some magical woman and all of a sudden make her into being something that she's not.
I agree. What's up, Red Pill, man? What's up? Red Pill Finance. Okay. Let me go back to Poetic Flocka. Any comments or Chaos Rain?
Again, right? So when
Hey,
I
y'all can hear
say,
me? Nah?
Yeah, I can hear you.
yeah,
Oh, okay, cool. What's going on, y'all? So
What's
you
up?
hear any background noise or anything like that?
yeah, a lot of
I can
background
hear it a
noise.
little bit.
All right, hold on. I might have to tap back in, y'all. Hold up.
All
Okay.
right, man. Right.
Okay.
All right.
What I was saying, right, yo, is when you have our black women being willing and even yearning, I should say, to honor and submit to the white boy. But when it comes to black men, they have reservations and see us as our equals. Then how can we blame the black men for saying, you know what, yo, let me go back overseas to find a third world bitch, right? Who can treat me like the king that I am and submit to me? How do we
Okay.
blame those men and
Okay, but
hold
Flocka.
black men accountable?
But Flocka, the research don't show that, Flocka. The research show that black women are the second to most less likely to date outside of their race. They're not committing to white men. They're actually trying to be loyal to black men. That's what the research shows.
Here's
Now,
why.
in the last few years, there has been a steady increase in black women wanting to date out. But even with that increase, they're still second to the lowest. The white man is the least likely to marry outside of his race than any other community.
And
Black women
Deidre,
black women are second, the second to lowest to doing it.
Deidre, it makes me think that it would be interesting to see let's say if non-black men marry black women and see what would the average if it spikes to 20% to see will this be sustainable? You get me?
It's not.
Because
It's
think
not.
about it. What is it right now? Is it 5% right now? What's the percent?
It's about 7%, something like that. 7, eight
So
percent.
it's slowly climbing, but you said it will not. But let's say why if it does reach why would not? Will that be sustainable at 20%? Because right now, what's the marriage for black people now in America? It's like roughly under 30, right?
Yeah,
So
it's like
imagine if
28%.
so imagine say the women are getting a chance to marry non-black men. Wouldn't that be something that will last a little longer? Then because that's what they said that it because of the small day that it lasts longer. And what I found out with marriage is not even holding up, not even 5 or 10 years now. It's like less than five.
It's holding to be longer, but the sample size is not big enough yet. They don't have a large enough percentage. It's easy
Mhm,
to say that when you got like maybe less than 100,000, or maybe
mhm,
50,000 nationally.
mhm,
White men with black women.
mhm,
It's just not enough. Once we have enough occurrences, then we could get a better understanding. But to be honest with you, when you look at it as a whole, the overwhelming majority of interracial relationships
mhm.
end in divorce.
And you think this is across the board? I mean, right now it's a
That's
small
that's a
sample.
that's across the board. The most
Okay,
inter-
so
Now I'm only concerned with black people. Now when it comes to
yeah, I mean,
white
I know
people,
I'm concerned about black people too, but the reason why I'm bringing and tackling a brain about this because let's say women feel that the argument is that there's no suitable mate, there's not enough. Okay, I get it. So instead of finding other black men if they choose to, they said let me try these other groups of men. But we already know that most average men on the average, no matter their financial situation, if the poor white man or poor non-black men, obviously he might deal with this because his situation, but when he get his junk in order, he's gonna really go tend to his own and still be able to go back to his community without no problem. The man, you get me? If he's
right,
messing with. So when we look at they get it even better and easy because now if let's say they divorce their black mate, the woman, right? It's not no harm for them because it's easy for them to walk out. You get me? Unlike black men, we have not gotten that, zeal to say, if things don't work out, we're just gonna divorce our mates. We know we once we decide we get married, that's it. You get on the average. But because, we have more of once we're solely committed and we decide to marry our women, we just don't say, things are going sour. I feel like I should just divorce her. That doesn't come to psychology of the average black man across the board. And it's more than just the financial piece. A man's set in his ways. You get me? I don't know if that
right.
was clear. I don't know if I'm
Yeah,
clear.
yeah, but to me, it's also you also have to ascertain that
Mm-hmm,
economic status, because a lot of these men won't get a divorce because they can't afford it. They can't afford to get a divorce.
I mean,
If
is a divorce that expensive? No.
Yes,
How
if you
expensive?
if
What's the price? Run me numbers, because I
man,
need
it
to hear.
depends. It depends on what you. It's not expensive. The only way it's not expensive is if you don't have kids and you don't
Okay.
own property. But if you have kids and you have property, I'm talking about houses, land, cars, particularly houses and so forth, or property, land,
Mm-hmm.
assets, retirements, and all that. It's gonna get complex, and it could get nasty, and it's gonna be more money.
Okay.
Divorces are not cheap. The more money you make, the more expensive the divorce could be.
Mm-hmm. But
Now,
that's where it has to lie. A man should be able to still make a little bit more as if he's staying in the marriage. He should not be too stagnant. So when anytime the wife gets bored, and tries to say, I want to wake up one day and say, I want to get divorced. I mean, you could go to counseling, but if she decides she wants to end it, you have no choice but to initiate her wishes with the divorce. You get
Right.
me? I mean, think about it, Deidre. At the end of the day, Men are not walking away from marriage once they're married. And a lot of women feel that these men are walking away if they have kids. And I say, if is he married? No, okay. But if he is, most likely he's not gonna be just gonna walk away like that. I mean, I don't know where this propaganda come around that these men just walking out. You get me? Just
Yeah.
don't make no sense. But and like I said, it's comfortable to keep pushing the narrative that, take me as I am, that my bullshit don't walk out. And I say, well, if there's nothing real binding contract, I mean, I don't know. What more you can hold to besides child support? And nowadays, most students don't want to go to jail for child support. So I'm not sure what's the argument now, regardless how we move as a people collectively in this soil. I
Well,
mean,
what we should be doing is trying to heal ourselves so that if we're in relationships, we can have more functional relationships that can last.
yeah,
That's what we should be doing.
I
CK,
agree.
any thoughts?
Black men are healed. It's again, man. I love my black women, but again, black men are healed. All black men
No,
are
they're not. Black men are not healed in America. That's not true, poetic flock. We have a lot of problems.
on the scale of being ready. Here, right? Okay, listen, right? So, okay, so look. In terms of the general population, no, it doesn't mean black men do not enjoy the same comfort as white men, right? But in terms of us being stable, we are much more stable than black women at this time, right? And that's again, right? That's due to black women having to deal with being black and being female in this country, right? But still, all black men want is respect me, honor me, and treat me like your white boss, right? Feel me, yo? You don't go to work and talk back to that white man. No, you feel me? So why come home and talk back?
That's
No,
you
no,
keep bringing to this. I think you have a false narrative. Black women are not yielding to white men like that. They don't even date them that
shit, come
much.
on,
They're
shit.
not. The statistics
No,
don't show it.
they don't.
Flocka, are there
I
black
never
women?
said date us, right?
They're not dating or marrying them at a high level. It has increased in the last 3 to 5 years, but black women are not in spaces just willfully submitting to white men. They're not submitting to anybody.
And here's what I have to say to that, right? Um, it is no. I'm not saying that black women or out here marrying white men at an outrageous rate, right?
Okay.
That's false. So what I'm saying is this: whenever I see a black woman with a white man, she is treating that white man like a prize, like a treasure. When I
You're on
see
the outside looking in.
what
You're on the
when I
outside looking
see
in.
right,
If you see them in public holding hands, having a great time, you're on the outside looking in. The only way you're really going to know is if you're one of those two people in the relationship.
here, right? And then when I see how black women treat their black men, again from the outside looking in, it don't reflect the same. You feel me? So I'm just like, can black men get the same respect that you guys give the white men?
They not giving the white man
Guys do
respect. That's what Flacco. They not giving them that. I don't know where you get that from.
Have you ever seen a black girlfriend? Again, right? How about this? How about this? Right? A question for you, on a scale, right? Again, black women are not dating white men on an outrageous rate, but I'm saying when they do, they
Okay.
treat them like a treasure. I've never seen a black woman treat a white man as a bum ass nigga, right?
Shit,
But
I have.
they'll be quick to tell you, oh,
I have.
you're a
I
bum
see it
ass
a
nigga.
lot.
Oh, shit.
Matter of fact, my
I haven't
last
seen it yet.
I had an interracial dating situation My last interracial couple that I counseled was probably 6 months ago. They were married for over 28 years,
Oh
and
wow.
she ready to divorce his ass. And she married a white man, and she was a black woman, and she said that she regret ever marrying this white man that she's with, and they have 2 children together. And she said that her family begged her not to marry this white man, and
Mhm.
she was rebellious, thinking, all is well. She married this man like in what the early '80s. I mean the mid '80s, and she regrets it. And what ended up happening, this white man had health issues. He couldn't have sex anymore. He was broken down, and she was ready to move on.
Damn.
That's facts. I know what people think they see. I guess I look at things different because I see the issues that people go through behind closed doors that have problems. They present themselves a certain way in public, but when they really, but in reality, they have situations that are quite different. But Flacco, I'm gonna have to say this: yes, there are black women who do treat white men. That does exist. I'm not telling you. I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but I also want you to fairly also look at the fact that there are also a lot of white men, a lot of black men who marry and date white women that are far below the standard that they would have for black women. That happens way often.
Wait, hold up now. I've never seen again, right? I can't say never seen, but it's really
You
rare,
might you might
right?
be experiencing what's called
Wait, 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 yeah, right.
you might be experiencing what's called confirmation bias, where you already have your mind made up about something, and so you're going to only see what you already have your mind made up and seeing. Because D.
So,
Durrell and myself, we were saying that what you're saying as far as like black men and black women show white men more respect. D. Durrell and I both agree that we don't really see that. You may see it because you already have your mind made up about it, and your mind is allowing you to see and notice what you want to see to confirm your bias.
yeah, but let me respond to the point of where like the hair. So like, did you say that that black men hold black women to a particular standard that they don't hold the other races to, or was that not what you said?
I can't speak for all black men. I can speak
Here,
for
so
myself.
right here, right. So look, I'll say out of all my black friends, my black
How
siblings,
many?
my cousins, right? Again, it's
How
hundreds, right?
many?
Right? Listen,
A
right?
100?
Again, no, no, no. I'm saying, right, is we obviously have to use science, right, and skill things, right? Why? Because we can't go to 40 million, blacks and acts, right? So, uh, out of my sample size of hundreds and hundreds of black men that I've encountered, it's really, 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 really rare for me to see a black man hold black women to a standard that they don't hold the white women to, right? And in fact, I feel like black men are way more harder on white women and other races than they are on black women, right? We are more tolerant and submissive when it comes to black women, right? But we tend to mistreat other races, right? So I would say, black men love, cherish, and honor black women on a general scale. We don't mistreat them. We don't abuse them. We don't undervalue them. Again, on a general scale, it's pretty rare for black men to abuse and treat black women lesser than other races, man. So
I disagree. Abuse happens with a whole bunch of different races. There are black men that abuse black women, yes.
Of course, and I'm saying right again, the majority of black men honor, cherish, and will die for black women, right? Yes, there's a very small percentage who are coons, who are abusers, who are fucking creeps, right? And those dudes have to be dealt with, right? But 99.9999% of black men that I've encountered love, cherish, and will do anything they can to honor and care for black women. So please, let's try to bridge the gap by trying to educate our women into how they can be, more. I don't want to say submissive, right? Because that sounds bad, right? But how they can be more respectful to their black kings, respectfully.
Okay. That's fine with them doing that, but you have to have certain qualities to command that. That black women are not going to give that if you don't show anything worth them for them to do that. And it is to me it is almost unrealistic for you to be a person that have no accomplishments, no building, no tangible anything, and expect somebody to just give you submission. It's just not gonna happen.
Now,
You have to have resources. No, look, it ain't no getting around it. Negroes need to have more money. Bottom line,
yes,
you need to make more goddamn money. If you look, I'm gonna say this: if you cannot afford to date, you shouldn't be dating. If you cannot afford to have a woman, you shouldn't be trying to get in a relationship. You can't afford to be married. In order for you to be married and have a family, you have to have a certain income level to take care of your family. If you don't have it, you shouldn't be getting into that. And women should not be choosing men who don't already have it at some
and
level. And then you get mad that the fact that they never received it.
here's my response to that, right? Again, black women should understand that we live in a society where it's gonna take longer for black men to build wealth, right? So stay down and
We
hold
don't
on.
want we don't want to send the message that black women should lower their standards.
No, 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 no. Here's what I'm saying, right? Is do not hold the black man to the same standard that you see white men at, right? Because listen, right? A white boy at 28 years old is probably working on Wall Street, right? Why? Because his father is involved as well, right? But your black king has to crawl his way up the ladder, right? So be patient, right? Find a man who you think has potential and hold him down, opposed to trying to date a
Nah,
finished,
you can't go off
right?
of potential. You gotta take people as is. If you go off potential, you may mess around and fail. So you can't. So black women shouldn't go off of potential. They should take a man as is. If he's not marriage material, if he's not how you want him to be, who you want him to be, then don't choose him. Not, oh, well, he's got a college degree. Statistics say that he should make this because of his degree, his profession. Let me get with him for potential. No, no, no. If he's not making the money you want him to make, then don't choose him. Point blank.
And
Period. If we start,
that's how our black women end up dying alone right there. Their
no,
mentality right there.
even if
End up
someone's
dying alone.
happily single, that's fine. If someone's happily single and they're single for the rest of their lives, it's better to be happy and alone as opposed to being with someone and being miserable.
Hey, right? I, I got a question for you, right, brother. Right. So
All right.
you are here, right? So no, it's for everybody, and for the text is hiding my brother's name, and so I don't know how to address him, and the black guy with the bald head,
CK's fine.
huh?
Oh, CK's fine.
Oh, bet. CK, man, right? So you are telling black women to if you have a income requirement that you should wait for that black young man to first make that income and then date him, good luck. Once that black man gets to about like 80, 90, 100K, right? He becomes a rare commodity. You are not doubling back and getting that black man, right? So secure him while he's young and coming up, and then you're set for life. But like thinking that you think that you have the luxury, but to wait and then double back on a young black man who's successful.
Well, they're not waiting. No
Stop.
one's telling them to wait. Black women shouldn't wait for someone to get whatever that man thinks that he isn't going to get. If anything, she should take him as is. So if she meets him, he doesn't meet the income requirement that she wants, then she should move on. If he makes, whatever she wants him to make, years later, and she wants to, talk to him and he agrees to it, okay, cool. But going off of potential, it's a crapshoot. And you're more than likely going to crap out because not everyone reaches a certain level. So you have to take people as is.
Yo, Uncle sleeping.
Yeah,
Yo.
Yeah, we put him to sleep.
Yo, Uncle sleeping, man. Like, let's see.
No, I'm up. I'm listening to you. I'm just listening. Go ahead.
You snoring, right?
We heard you snoring, D-Rail.
Yeah, I know. I kind of went over. I'm good, man.
Right.
You want to end the stream?
No, I'm good. I'm listening, man.
Listen, right. Listen, right. CK, listen, right. CK. So look, statistics show that the chances of them securing a black man once he grabs his 6 figures, those chances are slim to fucking none because that black man becomes a rare commodity, right?
Wait. Let's stop this argument with 6 figures. What's the percentage of people right now in America have 6 figures? Can we do numbers on that? Because I've been hearing about 6 figures from this space for the last.
You mean for the country or just anybody regardless of race?
This is all men across the board in America right now. Because we live in America. No one's going nowhere. What's the average?
About 20-25%, about 20%.
Okay, good. So now we look at the average of who makes 6 figures and say we based on just that alone, if they're mateable, suitable. Now we're to go to factors say, okay, women in general going to compete for the men the higher he goes on the average, which a lot of women don't want to hear that shit. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have to. Now you're to compete with other groups of women. So if we're going to be tackled, said we're going to shoot for the 25%. That's cool. That's nice. You could try attempt it, and good luck, and call me how successful you are. But the average right now is most are working people. Most people working blue collar jobs and working some other jobs. Now, depending what they're doing and how they're going, what they call level up, the man side, that's totally different. But like I said, 25% is a very tiny pool that people just focus on just the 6 figures alone. And nothing's wrong with and nothing's wrong with 6 figures if people can get that. But we look at it's not many 6 figures like is out here in this country. When people think when they hear 6 figures, saying that every person out here is 6 figure, including black men.
Well,
which we know
the manosphere, there's
not a lot of black men on the. Well, I can't speak for that, brother. Because I'm not in 6 pockets. Now, if they're saying they are okay, if they're not, time. But I can't necessarily say most black men that's on here that call themselves manosphere are said most of them not 6 figures. And let's say if they are 6 figures, it'd be interesting though saying, okay, we have a pool of black men that have this money, right? So we should be doing some constructive as men offline with each other that if we're trying to make moves. Am I right, D-Rail?
Right.
But when we go back to of group economics and collectivism, that's not the psychology of black people entirely, including black men. And we got to get out of the separation from man and woman because what we're doing as collective, we're not doing what the fuck we should be doing. And one of the few things what this country's doing right now with this new administration, how they put bills right now to give aid to people like Asians that have not been here long enough, that's a small percent, everything. They open the doors to them. While black people here that's been in the sentence for centuries, not getting shit. And the wealth gap is closing in. More. So black people gotta get their shit together. Because right now, bro, I'm entertaining these conversations about dating Maine, but I'm far beyond it after this coming year. I'm not gonna be discussing this shit no more. No, no, no. You laugh. This shit ain't fucking funny. Because I know said we gotta be doing what we should be doing already. Fuck all this other small shit talk. You get me? But I know I'm only the minority in here because people on here in this space to make money. That's the bottom line. So they're gonna use whatever is necessary because with YouTube, they're not gonna promote the things that's necessary for development and growth of the minds and thinking of people. They promote and will push advertisement to things that's gonna keep this foolish divide going. If your woman want to divest, go ahead. Good luck. Just like most of these dudes divest. Go ahead. Good luck. The minute and woman that's trying to figure out what the people that's in this group that still want to work with black man, black woman, I'd rather start listening to them, talk with them, move forward. I can't fuck with the rest of these fucking niggas. A whole lot of them. Man and woman. No, you laugh. I can't fuck with them more. Because I find these are circular arguments. It's not getting nowhere, but I see people will throw money in the pot for fuckery. But it's not getting anywhere to where we need to be. While other nations right now that's inherited are sucking the fucking life out of black people. Period. Sucking us dry. Taking advantage of our lack of respect, lack of self-hate, while we give our monies to these motherfuckers. They have no problem with the issue with their relationships, much as the money. Because they know that they got it all down pack. Hell, they're protected by the government to even better where they get tax breaks now when we give them money to these people. The point I'm trying to say is this. I'm on internet for a little bit while, but after a while, I'm just going to disconnect from these conversations moving forward. So when you don't see me around these conversations with people, you know I'm done with it. You get me? Because to be
Okay.
honest with you, I'm more focusing, to put out some information. I talked to one dude that's doing insurance. I'm having him on my show tomorrow to talk about some things how we could benefit. I'm on a different path now where I'm gonna go back to the information that is more constructive. And it's gonna be boring for most of you niggas, let you know ahead of time right now. Because I know most niggas don't want to listen to this type of shit. Just like if you decide to create and devote a channel about therapy, which you should be, and you should be doing it now, D the rep. And nobody watch it, oh well. Because now we gotta start saying there needs to be time for mending and repair. Fuck everything else. If you're not here for that, get the fuck off the fucking page.
Ashe.
You gotta get the fuck off this page. Because I know where most niggas heads at. Go over Chrissy, go to Chrislyn, go to those other male spaces. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not from their names. Y'all watch them ready. Go to them and get your freaks and entertainment. But after a while, you're gonna be getting your black ass up, clock it in, or putting some package, niggas. You get me? Cause a lot of us not out here self-sufficient. We don't have corporations like that. So this conversation is nice and beautiful, but I'm done with this shit, to be honest with you. Because really, truly, if black people really wanted to really say, we done with each other, we've been done with each other a long time. There would not be discussions on it. You know what I'm saying? We just separate ourselves, try to get opposite racial mates, and see our lives can be better. But we all know the data and what we see in the environment right now, that's not the fucking case. Matter for these non-black people are not happy to see us around when we're around their children and around them, period. They talk behind their backs in tables, telling us where they're not comfortable, but always have nigga black people's names in their fucking mouth. What about these niggas? That's where their heads are all on us while we sit back and do nothing but deal with bullshit all day, every day. Because they play for keeps, both the Caucasian woman and the Caucasian man. They play well in this team. They said, no matter how life it is and how the economic in this country is, we still got to keep our foot on these fucking niggas. You know what I'm saying? I got high, you go get low. That's how the game works. You get me? It's
I
a
feel
team
you.
sport. And black people have not gotten because the first one you hear from a nigga's mouth, is how much why you're not doing something or what you're not doing something. That means you're not focused on really working as a team. So you just up here bickering. So obviously I could pick you up because you're bickering. Oh, you easy. I could just take you out just like that. Look at these niggas right arguing right here. Look at them talking. See, go send this person right. Deal with them. Okay. That's how it goes. So like I said, I enjoy most of this conversation after a while it still lasts. But like I said, this is gonna be the same circular conversations that happened 2 years ago, and it's gonna go on this year, and I believe and I know it's gonna be going on next year as well. Because nothing has changed. No growth, nothing that's helping us say I help somebody with their finances, I help somebody start some up. I help them with their child's problem. And I'm not talking about child support. I help how I can help deal with the situation with your children so they can get the better outcomes. You're not hearing no stories of this at all. Especially if you know D. Darrell with Omar because he's still trying to get the school running. To me, pushback with a lot of niggas. Not in this space, but in general. Because dealing with some positive to fix and repair the children that's needed. And that's the black boys. Because the black boys are malnourished, miseducated. You're not getting far at all with a fucking nation. You could just put this to bed. Fuck everything else. Because if you want to pull a segment, you have to build them from the start. Just like Fred Rogers said, it's better repair what? Better homes than build strong homes than repair broken homes. We're not repairing enough. We continue the brokenness and we love it. We love it so much that we need our daily dose to say, I don't want my wake up how much I could fuck up these kids and fuck up my life. Anyway. Waka, you have anything to say, Waka?
Yo, man, yo, listen,
I
man.
agree.
Yo, I just want to say, man, yo, yo, this man Taz
He's still going live talking shit.
he's speaking on me now for like the last hour, just attacking me, man. But trust me, oh man, bro, I'm gonna slaughter this nigga, man, this Negro thinks that he can like get in the words of wit with me. Like he thinks he can out talk me, out battle me, bro. I would destroy this nigga. Listen, bro. And he said he's gonna dedicate a whole week worth of content just to Poetic Flacco. Oh, trust me, this Negro is done. Listen, bro. I told you, listen, bro. Don't even bother responding to Taz, yo. Just let Flacco handle him, bro. That nigga is me. He's me. Taz is nobody to a nigga like me, man. He's me. Bro, I heard these niggas say, where's your clothes in your room? These dusty poor Negroes don't get the concept of, yo, Flacco is 22 years old. I own 2 condos, and my new place is 2 beds, 2 baths with a well done kitchen, well fixed up bathroom, right? Very spacious. So, yo, yes, I have my bedroom there, and I'm turning this room here into my studio, right? So, so again, right, like this is the only thing, like, empty room. But trust me, we are at war right now, man. Listen, you should have told me, bro.
Man, I didn't expect all this to happen today, man. He came and pulled up out the blue because of that live stream he did earlier with Shakim Raw.
Man, bro, this man is obsessive, right? And one, like, knowing your skeletons run deep, bro. Yo, and like he thinks I'm about to like hit him with normal things. For me, Tazo, we diving deep, my brother. We diving deep, my brother. Bruh, I'm pulling up skeletons, my nigga, that like you probably ain't even know I had, my brother. You was done, my brother. For me. And then also too, I seen that dusty whore that you met. Sorry, spiritually married, talking shit about Flacco. Bro, Nyla says had the nerve to attack Flacco.
What?
She had the nerve to attack Flacco, saying, yo, I've seen Flacco's interview, and just going off all of them too, man. Listen, oh my God, yo, I listen, yo, please like go back and listen to me and Taz's conversation. I called in and totally annihilated this Dusty Negro. Bruh, I had this man sounding timid and shy on the line. Have you ever seen Taz sound shy? Bruh, this man raised his voice and yo, I told this Negro, shut up, I'm talking, nigga. Right? So again, these beta ass Negroes don't have the same reaction and flair when a real nigga answer this chat. You feel me, right? Yo, that Negro could like already tell by my presence and my aura. Yo, I'm a grizzly bear, bro. I'm aggressive by nature, right? So when I see Taz now, right, and he waits for me to hop off the call, listen, bro, I told this Negro, yo, I'm done cooking you, bro. Tap in on February 15th. You feel me? Because again, I can't do it on the 14th because again, I'll be probably 6 feet deep into my bitch. You feel me? Right? So after I had that day of relaxation, of comfort on February 14th, I'm gonna enter into the trenches that following day. Feel me? Yo, Taz, my nigga, you fucked up with the wrong one. Taz, you would have still had a YouTube career if you wouldn't let them Negroes gas you up, my nigga. Taz. What? Taz, do you not know who Flacco is? Yo, I think Negroes forgot, yo, because I say, yo, I'ma back away from this sector. Feel me? But yo, Taz in this sector, nah. Listen, I'ma kill Taz YouTube career, right? And then send the body bags to everybody else. You feel? Listen, bro. Once I kill Taz YouTube career, I'ma send that body back to all the other sectors. Feel me? Like, so they know Flacco is a different breed. Fuck that nigga talking about, man.
Man, this dude, man, it's ridiculous, man. The dude tried to do a live stream on Shaka Raw and was looking at the wrong website on Facebook. How you gonna try to do how you gonna try to do a live stream? And Shaka Raw had to tell him that ain't even the updated web. That's an old website that he don't even use.
Yo, how does Negro try to listen, bro? I came in and said, yo, why your whole ass being a puppet? Listen, word for word, why your whole ass being a puppet? And he was like, what you mean? I'm not. I said, yo, shut the fuck up. Why your whole ass being a puppet? Bruh, these guys aren't. I feel like you're too nice and like diplomatic with them, right? Because you have to be professional, right? You feel me? But for me, where I'm a greasy nigga. Yo, I'm a mud boy. You feel me, bro? I was born in mud. I'm from the trenches. You feel me, yo? Like so, yo. I still got mud behind my ears. You feel me, yo? Dusty Negro Association. We are lit. Tazo is dead. Listen, man. On February 15th. Oh, can you please put me in contact with Uppity Unicorn?
She's already in here.
Yo,
she's here. Uppity Unicorn. I don't know if she's still here, but Uppity was in here.
Hey, yo, Uppity Unicorn. Can I please hit you up on Instagram? We need to talk.
She actually has an Instagram account.
Yep. I love big butts and voluptuous women, miss.
Well, she's definitely one of those.
I already found an Instagram, man. Trust me, listen, bro. I found that joint like last week, I think. No, or like 2 weeks ago, right? Here, so let me just go ahead and pull it up right now, man. Okay, yeah, I found it. Yo,
oh, go ahead.
No. Go ahead, finish up.
Okay, so my thing was what I was saying, man. Like these guys, man, I don't get this unaccountable uh just inflated sense of self. Like these guys really think that their YouTube careers actually mean something.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the bigger ones that make money, man. This is a hustle. This is something that you can make money, but this is not something where this is your primary source of income. I would never be comfortable if I use YouTube as my primary source of income.
Mm-hmm.
These guys actually look at this as, you know, you know, they're looking at this as if this come up they got made off of this may not be here 10 years from now. Look at all the new in the last 2 years. We've had new um platforms like TikTok, OnlyFans that have come about, and you got Clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and before, I mean, 2 years ago, we didn't know
Well,
any of those things.
Clubhouse is still not exclusive, but it's going to be in before March,
Exactly, that's
before
what I'm
before spring.
saying.
And I
We
made more
don't know
viral.
what YouTube is going to be like in 10 years.
Well, right now, I'll tell you what was projected right now in the next couple of years that they're going to eventually push a lot of these niggas and possibly out of YouTube very soon. Because think
Yeah,
about it, they commercialize it. They can't do it like they want to because they have to compete with Hulu, Disney Plus. Do I name all these streaming platforms?
yeah, and
And right
see,
now, YouTube can't even compete with that because people watch TV still. For YouTube to really be what it needs to be, it has to be something very unique that will gravitate the eyeballs from these major streaming platforms. And they say I've not figured that out yet. You get me?
yeah. So, CK, are you aware? I read an article that Clubhouse made over $1 billion the last quarter.
Yeah, I heard that.
And I heard that Master P actually said that Clubhouse. I don't know if you know this, but Dr. Boyce Watkins made
Mm-hmm.
he made some content about Master P saying that Clubhouse is exploiting black people because black people, again, is always us that make the platforms. So we're making platform we're making Clubhouse in vogue basically.
We are.
It's
But
black.
it's the same thing with MySpace and all these other platforms. You get me?
Yeah.
Cause
But
think
but we
about it. Yeah, go ahead.
but
Go ahead.
but we're doing the same thing to these to Clubhouse. But my thing is we need to start shifting our focus to making our own black owned platforms into the shit.
Bro, let me tell you something.
Well, see,
Black
see
people have black people have the means,
hold
have
on,
the
can
knowledge
I
to do
answer?
that.
Hold on,
Go ahead.
The
Chaos.
problem,
Let me answer.
the problem is, and people are going to like for me to say this, but the
No one's
problem
going to
is
support.
that the audience is not going to places that are currently black owned, like Black Share TV, Black Avenger.
Yeah.
It's the content creators like myself. We post we all post to different places that are black owned, but the audience needs to go there.
But they're
Because for
not.
example,
You
if
know
I
why? Because it required niggas to pull out their pocket. Let me tell you something. I'm not
no
afraid
no no
to.
no Black Share TV is free. Black Avenger is
So,
free.
so
The
what's the
audience,
issue?
no, the issue is that the audience needs to go there. So like right
Why is
now
the
in the
audience not
chat,
going there? That's my question.
well, I mean, like right now, all the people in the chat right now, I don't know how many people are in the chat, but whoever's in the chat,
25.
so all
Can somebody
25 of those
drop the link
people,
for Black Avenger and all these other links so I could double check if I'm not sure if I.
Hold on, Chaos. Let him speak. Go ahead.
so like the 25 people in the chat, I mean, we can ask them, why are you all not going to Black Share TV, and Black Avengers to hear content? Because a lot of people are posting over there. For example, Cynthia G, we might not like her, but she
Mm-hmm.
promotes Black Share TV. Information Man's over there. I'm over there. So the audience or people in the chat right now need to go over there because content creators are posting over there to black spaces. So like basically like Clubhouse, we're making Clubhouse popular because the audience is going over there. Not necessarily content creators, but audience, people who are not content creators. So we really need to be asking them, like, hey, why are you going to B1 Network if it's fuckery over there, as opposed to going to Blackshare TV, which is black owned, because YouTube is not black owned. So the audience, the onus is on the audience to go to those places and support them because black people are posting over there on black spaces.
Well, my conclusion, this is Red Pill Man, right? What I've heard and known,
I'm
and
CK.
CK, what I've heard and known, and people can correct me on this. The reason why Clubhouse is so popular because there is celebrities on Clubhouse.
Yeah, that's true, but it's black celebrities that are making it though.
So there you go. That's why people are camping over there. Makes sense. See,
So
now hold on. Let me say this, Edra. Now imagine saying black celebrities like the Master P, because he said he's a black B1 man, right? Like most black people, right? Why are you that you know that these other platforms exist? Why are you not venturing over there with some of your small celebrities to hang out a little bit over there? I tell you why. It's because when it comes down at the end of the day, it's just to make a quick money back and sell it to white people at the end of the day. It was never something that we should have our own, per se. That's why you see with the black celebrities, and I'll be honest with you, I'm at a point, I'm gonna soon stop talking about celebrities because I want black people to understand this. These people that are in certain areas that's making money and they're not making much, they're making maybe a few millions here, they're not for you. You get me? It's evident because well, so many millions we have, we should be more far to making better moves with the little money that we collected. But we're not doing that. We refuse to do it. So the times when you hear people create new channels and we find out that the reason why people are over there because celebrities are making it relevant. Once they start making it go mainstream, they are gonna be gone. And it's gonna be more of a shit show. I'm guaranteed that's what's coming when it's mainstream. They did this to make the money. Once they make the app complete for all other operating systems, they're gonna leave and black people gonna harvest something that's already, was just relevant for a brief time. And eventually they're
So
gonna be bought
everybody,
up. And they're going it's probably bought up by the time it goes mainstream to non-black people, and black people gonna be in another environment which is white owned quietly, and they're gonna see the same censorship. And we haven't seen the censorship already.
so people in the audience will say that they never heard of the places that I named. Well, number one, the audience can ask their content creators, hey, are you posting on black apps and websites? So they could ask. And another thing is, now that you all have heard of the places that I've mentioned, you can go to my About section and I have links to all those places. So now that you know, each one teach one, and you can start telling everybody, hey, there's websites that are just like YouTube and Twitter that are black owned, Blackshare TV, Black Avenger, and then you can go there and start promoting.
yeah, and I think I'm gonna have to say this. I don't think that these social media sites are doing a good job of marketing themselves.
Be honest with you, Deidre, I would agree because with a lot of these platforms, I know
Because
they're
they,
struggling for money, but at the end of it, you gotta spend money to advertise because let's be honest, niggas ain't gonna advertise for anything that's black. Let's keep it 100 straight. Unless a celebrity is posting it and saying, "Yo, come here." The
but
average black person will not listen. No, bro. I'm telling you honestly.
no, but what I'm saying is that's what they're gonna have to start doing.
Well, they're gonna have to spend money, and like I said,
Well,
the niggas don't want to spend money. I'm sorry to say it.
well, you got
Just
to
like
be in business to spend money. You got to spend
well,
money to
like,
make
like
money.
Obsidian, he said best. He said every time when he does radio thing, he has to take some money that he makes and advertise. Take money out of his pocket to advertise through other social media outlets.
And that's what
This,
and that's business.
but it
I
tells me
I
a
have
lot
a
of black people either one thing we lack it doing business
yeah,
or
but
we just fucking around.
I have a business. I have to reinvest in my business every month. The profit that I make has to go through just to do standard business,
Hmm.
marketing,
And operations, make sure you
payroll
pay people.
operations. You
Yeah.
got if you don't think that you have to spend money to make money, business is not for you because that's
Hmm.
part of keeping your business afloat. I
Yeah.
mean, Red Pill Finance said, "Isn't black Clubhouse black owned?" I don't think it is.
Well, if it
No,
is,
it's not back home. No. You Negroes, right? Listen, bruh. These people put Clubhouse in the development stages. And you Negro was so quick to hop on a white man's platform and made them billionaires, bro. Shame on, bro. I can't stand Negroes sometimes, bro. You listen, man. If Master P or even D. Darrell would have made the same fucking app, right? You Negroes would automatically seen that as man, that shit corny. Oh, yo, like was it exclusive, right? But because it's the white man's app, plus it came with exclusivity, right? You Negroes automatically value that as something that you had to be on because you want to be a part of what the white man built, bro. I'm telling you, bro, Negroes are only down and out right now because of Negroes, bro. Bro, if we get out of this, just like his mindset, the white is right, we'll be so much better off. Because imagine the fucking cornery that had to take place, right? That all these black millionaires and billionaires and black celebrities went on the app that was in the developmental stages, right? Who had a white woman as the fucking icon and made them billionaires, right? And then automatically they changed the icon to a black male once the Negroes, right, hopped on and started talking about hood politics for the fucking world to see, bro. I can't stand niggas sometimes, man. Oh boy, I hate niggas, man.
So Faye said they're also promoting the black platforms that they post too. I've never heard of these platforms till now. And
Oh
then
man,
Faith also said, why not preview your topic here and send your audience over to the black platforms
I'll
for
say this.
actual content?
Here,
well,
listen.
my thing is this to answer Faye's question. I remember the interview to do that made Black Junction. Now I think the man might be mixed. I could be wrong, but he said I think he never mentioned about spending money on advertisement like that to be safe, but he wants people that's on Black Junction to promote it. And I'm thinking that's not good enough. You're gonna have to spend money and you're gonna have to advertise your shit. You get me? Because you can't depend solely on niggas to promote your shit. That's not gonna happen. I don't care for what you say or do. That's nigga shit. That's not even business. You get me? Especially people paying monthly into your shit. I mean, I know it's costly, but that's the
I'll be
sacrifice of
right
doing
back.
business. You get me? And Deidre, you know personally, even when you start doing your business the first time, you know the days and nights that, especially if you did work a job, how much money you had to save up, put back because no government's gonna give you no grant, no loan for your business. Am I right? Like that for your partition. Am I right? Oh, he's asleep. Shit.
Yo, listen, man. Yo, I'm gonna say this, and y'all might disagree. Feel me? And Uncle might scorn me and call me later. Feel me? And yell at me, right?
Yeah.
But I must say this, Unc. Can I please say it, Unc? So, look, um, God has never made a more treacherous being than the Negroes who we associate with on a daily basis. And here's why, right? If if a child hates their parents, right, that child would be what? The worst child, right? If an employee hates its employer, that employee is the worst employee, right? So now, if the black man was made in God's image, and God is the creator of it all, and you have Negroes walking around who hate themselves and hate other Negroes and worship and love the white man more than they love themselves, that will mean that they hate God themselves because the black man is God. So hence, they are the worst type of human beings to ever grace this planet, and that's facts.
Well, that's a problem with black people all around the world.
Hey, it's okay if I answer a question in the chat?
Yeah.
What? Somebody said the same thing be done with like media platforms. But pause, right? Black content creators should not have to come on white platforms. You guys are the consumers. The consumers have all the power. You guys should be flocking and researching, trying to find the black platforms that the black content creators only. Feel me? So again, do not ask the black content creators, yo, come on the white man's platform, no, 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 no. Stop being lazy. Hop on Google and find black platforms where the black content creators resides, right? So once you guys stop being lazy and start doing that, right, we would stop. It's like we'll be so like we'll be so much better off, bro. Because like imagine if Negroes could say, yo, fuck YouTube and F all that, right? I'm gonna go out of my own way and inconvenience myself and look for black platforms, right? And support black content creators. You feel
Well,
me?
let me ask
Right?
this question.
So,
I'm at.
so like,
Go ahead. I'm gonna ask CK a question, but go ahead.
yeah, no, no, no,
Okay.
no.
So
Well, can I
Big
answer
talk. Go
the
ahead, big
question in the
talk.
chat? So like, okay, so the faith factor is right that a lot of people don't promote the Black Path platform because there's no AdSense revenue. What ends up happening is the Black platforms, they just outright pay creators to advertise, like Cynthia G does in the beginning of some of her upload videos, where it'll be the girls dancing and they're singing, and that's Blackshare TV. So it's two things to this. You want to ask content creators, hey, do you post to black platforms? And then also, if a content creator has channel membership, Patreon, you want to support that as well. Even though that is white owned, the more money or support you give to a content creator and to black platforms, that allows us to do things like create more black platforms, black apps, and have more black services. So you basically want to ask the content creator, how can I support you? Where all can I support you at? And if all they have is Cash App, and do Cash App. If they have Patreon or channel membership, do that. If they're on Blackshare TV, go there as well. But yes, we all need to be proactive, both content creator and just simply viewer need to be proactive and asking questions. Where all can I go to support you? And it could be simple as going to someone's description, going to someone's about section, or just simply asking the content creator.
yeah, I agree with that. What I think that needs to happen is that some of these content, and I wanted to ask you, what did you think of the quality of some of these other platforms? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I was on Black Spot for a little bit, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the quality of the platform on Black Spot. Now I don't know of the other ones, but I mean, what's your position on some of the quality of the platforms itself?
The other platforms are less user friendly than YouTube and Facebook.
So that's the problem. So my thing is they're less user friendly, but it's almost like they can't afford to be less user friendly because that's what actually attracts people to those platforms. They have to be user friendly, right?
Well, when I mean user friendly, as in like you can't go live. So all it
Yeah,
is
that,
pre-record.
that's what I'm
So I mean,
saying.
yeah, you're right. They do need to put more money into their platform to be able to compete with YouTube. So there is that. And unfortunately, the answer is we have to kind of hold our nose and ignore the stink and still support, even though, I'm saying, they have their problems.
I do agree with that. What I'm going to say is that what they may need to do, and this is something that in capitalism, white companies have always done this to make money, and black companies fail to do this is combine with other companies to make bigger companies. So there may be a situation where Black Share TV and Black Junction may have to combine to make a bigger, better platform. Corporations do this all the time. If you see that you're not progressing where you are, and you're basically placating to the main demographic that actually makes white platforms. It's usually black people made Facebook for the most part. They
Mhm.
definitely made YouTube. Before that, you had Black Planet and MySpace. All of those were made by black people. Black people made those platforms pop. So you already have
Mm.
the demographic that you need to make something hot. You're just gonna have to start doing things that attract them to come.
Well, the problem with mergers, bro, is because the mindset of our people and the willingness that you want to sell instead of hold as long as possible. You merge that, somebody that has the bigger pockets gonna buy y'all even better.
Black
And it makes
companies get
it and
bought out anyway.
actually it makes it easy for them to buy you out earlier, faster if you're able to merge. You get me?
Yeah,
So the really truly that sounds good, but the mindset, the average Negro, I mean, I
yeah,
wouldn't
but we're
recommend.
not dealing
I
with
would
average
recommend it.
Negroes. If they own these companies, they shouldn't be average Negroes, average thinking Negroes.
I know, but like I said, the average thinking Negro is not thinking long term. That's the biggest concern. Now,
We can't make
with a merge like
we
that,
can't make
with
excuses.
not excuse, but a merge like makes sense. But like I said, the average Negro is not thinking long term, bro. I'm saying it right now.
But they
We
That's
not
why
can't
you.
make
average.
excuses.
I mean,
We
regardless
can't
of
make
excuse how you
excuses.
want to call it, the average nigga's not thinking like that. Sorry.
But they
No,
not
we can't make
average.
excuses. So to answer one question in the chat, you can't ask about what you don't know from the faith factor. That is true. You don't know what you don't know, but now you know. If you don't know, now you know. Just simply ask anyone who you're supporting as far as the content creator, hey, where do you post that's black owned? And if they have an answer, cool. If they don't, they just don't. But now you know. Now everybody knows, and each one teach one.
Yeah, and I agree with her. She said that's facts. StreamYard just merged with another company to improve their
Yeah, I
services.
think they merged with Hoppy. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Exactly, and that's what you're gonna have to do.
Yeah. And I'm not sure what Hoppy gives in regards to quality. I forgot what it was. It was a description.
Facebook, I mean not Facebook, but StreamYard has more options now. I know with the camera you can actually do 1080 HD, which you can't
Oh,
do
okay,
now.
okay,
If
okay,
you get if you get the better packages, they added the clips and all the other different stuff, the green screen. So they,
okay.
they did a few things. They did a
Then
few
that
things to upgrade.
then that makes sense with the merge. But like I said, white people are more organized and they got the money to do all these things. I mean, for niggas to do this shit, it's gonna take a great deal of sacrifice and dedication to say, once you make this move, this is gonna be for the long haul. And you should not just sell easily. The only time if you're going the route of selling is always at the end of the day for even greater improvements. Moving on with the money. It says settling and that's it. You get me? That's my biggest.
Here's one more thing. The same way that we donate to each other with Cash App, Super Chat, you can
Yeah.
also donate to those platforms. A merger is a great idea, but we can also the same way you donate to the B1 network, you can donate to what I'm saying, to those platforms and help them out.
Yeah, I agree. And I think I'm like this, man. I'm not saying they have to be on the same level as YouTube, but at
Mm-hmm.
least you can be somewhere in the ballpark where you're like, okay, yeah, you're not as good as YouTube, but damn, you're a decent alternative if need be. You
Matter of
know,
fact, to be honest with you, I remember Black Avenger back in 2019 when they were supposed to add live streaming. I never hear much conversation after that. And that was during the summertime.
I remember Black Planet was at the top of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I was in college when Black Planet came out, and that was the hot, you know, platform to go on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I think? I think that whatever they do, it has to have an element. And I don't know how I'm not going to say dating, but it has to have an element that is conducive of people uh having the potential to date and get to know other people that they can potentially date. And you have to do it in a way in which is not, like, okay, this is like a dating site, but like say YouTube.
So you
YouTube,
say to meet people and potentially, to interact and
yes.
make them firework. And nothing's wrong with that.
But that's what YouTube is. YouTube, the chat rooms and all that stuff.
Shit,
People,
bro,
the
man,
stuff
I
that
wouldn't even call YouTube a
it
dating
has that
site, my
element. It
dude. It
has
don't.
that element
It's
to
not no
meet
dating.
people and so on.
No, no, bro, I gotta disagree. YouTube is not. That's not the platform for that shit, man. There's so much shit going on with a lot of niggas around spaces on YouTube that I heard that was going on. I said, oh no, not me. Gonna fuck around, no, man. Ooh, I know. Yeah.
Faith Factor said that the Asians bought Black Planet and jacked it up just like they jacked up BET. They sure did. And black people left Black Planet too.
Mm. Like I said, niggas don't have the dedication to create, present, build, and hold as much as possible. If you're
Nah,
gonna sell,
I don't believe
listen,
in
listen.
that
If you're gonna
chaos. That's
sell,
not true, man.
listen. If you're gonna sell, it better be to make even greater moves. Greater moves. You should not be just selling. Because let me tell you something. For another race of people to buy you out, you're doing something, bro. I'm just saying it right now. So if they're gonna buy out, you gotta squeeze their pockets as much as possible. You get me? If you're gonna go that route, don't just take the money and say, "Hey, I'll give you this." No, it's worth more of this. You get me?
Right?
That's how you're gonna do it. But a lot of niggas will quick to take the cash just like this, and don't know saying the power what you already built. Hell, that's the same situation with Facebook. Almost 15, oh, actually 12 years ago, maybe a little longer, when the movie came out, I guess when Zuckerberg was making it, and then he was, in a position where somebody was trying to buy it. You get me?
Right?
So he hold on and look, he reaped the rewards of holding on up to this point. The thing's worth of billions now. You get me? And the guy that he was talking to already projected this thing is gonna be worth billions. You get me? But it
Right?
goes back again. Black men, we don't have that trust. We don't have people in our heads to really tell us, the will to, say that hold on as much as possible. You get me? If you're gonna cash out, make sure it's big, really big. Nothing that you should be taking for crumbs. Anything you build, it should be automatically billions. Period. Because we're the ones that funnel and make it poppin'. What we touch and create is gold, brothers. And it should not be sold for cheap. For a person say, I'll give you a couple millions for it, should be a slap in the face to the average Negro. No, my shit's worth billions. And I know you got billions. Cough up that, I might think of selling to you. Anything less than that, you better hold that shit. And trust me, they will pay. No, listen, you laugh. They will pay. They will pay. Because when your competition wants to take you out, they go out to cop out their money. Fuck what you heard. You get me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You got all these bailouts, and don't tell me you don't got the fucking money. Hell, the thing with the no, let me stop because y'all get the point, man.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Exposing him and David Carroll. Who's exposing him and David Carroll? Who's saying that?
exposure is that's one of my subs,
Okay.
and so they're
Okay.
talking about exposure. He talking to Black Power 123.
Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just saying, man. Like, I think that I'm gonna be honest with you. The only one that I participated in was Black Spot. I may have to look at some of these other platforms and subscribe to them and do content on them
I mean,
and
I
and and build a platform.
I I
Continue to
I've
build
been
my platform around
to
it.
be honest with you. If things go south with this YouTube thing, I might have to invest more time over there more. I was been procrastinating over there for the last year or two when I was promoting it heavily when I start my channel. But now I had to start looking at these options and might have to start promoting now because to be honest with you, being on YouTube is nice and some people say because where the money's at, I get it, but this is not ours. You get me? And not only it's not ours, but there's
Right.
only a few people that can climb the top. And if you're not that set in that club, that real club, you're not really making the money on here. I'm just keeping honest. These super chats people get, it's nice, and the only thing it will do is maybe you might pay your rent depending on how good your content is and people spend money. But overall, you're not making no serious fucking money on this shit, bro. I mean, really, those days to making money on YouTube that's been gone for the last 3-4 years. You get me? And I know because I did content on another man's platform for some time while on Blog Talk Radio, and he just started losing money off it since they made so much change on YouTube. So
Okay.
like I said, it was a money grab at the point while it was good, but now if you don't have a certain subscription base or watch time, like really subscriber and watch time, and I'm not talking about like the less than the 90K, I'm talking about in the 100K and postly the millions, you're not making no fucking money. Really, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? What we doing on here now, we're late to the game, people. We should have gotten this 5, 10 years and tried to build ourselves up before they did all these regulations, adding on COPA, adding all these more stipulations. Even one time you could go live on your phone. Now you can't do that. Now you have a certain audience. All these little avenues just to stifle your growth. Period. It makes you have to really make certain content, but the biggest question, what content are you trying to make? Because you can't just make any content. You gotta make something that this YouTube platform is gonna deem worthy for the eyeballs. You put up some positive shit, they'll look at you and say, what's that? Man, we ain't gonna put that. Matter of fact, I want you to talk about your nigga shit. Matter of fact, talk about this black chick. Talk about this black nigga that's no good. I might put the eyeballs on the viewers if they're not sub. You get me? That's the why they have the shadow ban. Shadow ban really is designed for niggas, to be honest with you. Because I didn't know about this till last year about this thing they do shadow ban. So when I say your shadow, you're talking about you're blocking and shielding people that you know is not the majority of this country to put out actual content. Because I don't hear other race people have issue about their content being hidden. And some of their content, brother, is much more controversial than niggas.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. It's
All right.
getting late,
I hope.
man. I'm gonna go ahead and do a roundabout, do a last word. I'm gonna start with Flacco. Any last words, brother?
Um, hey man, so I just want to say, man, one, Taz, dumbest motherfucker, bro. Taz just said that Black Americans did not try to get Africans here uh during during civil rights, right? Something right, you know that here. So like Taz said that Black Americans were against Africans coming here during you know the 1960s, right? Which,
No, that's not true.
but Taz is stupid, right? So there's one, right? And then two, Taz got this white man on his channel right now as we speak, talking about me and disparaging me, man. So I just want to say this to everybody. I don't want nobody coming back to Flacco and saying, "Yo, Flacco, you took it too far." Yo, Flacco, don't get no. Taz got the white man involved first. So if anything happens from this point forward, I don't want none of you dumbass Negroes coming back to Flacco and saying, "Yo, Flacco, you taking it too far." Yo, Flacco, don't involve the white man. Yo, Flacco, leave Taz alone. I'ma execute this motherfucker on YouTube legally and respectfully. This Negro is done. He's toast. Go to the Poetic Flacco page. We're doing a live stream on bitch ass Taz exclusive on February 15th. It's the massacre. It's a new era. Oh my God. They done took Flacco out the Umar Johnson sector. These Negroes is done, bro. So, yo, I'm going to make sure once I'm done crushing Taz, right? And once I'm done whooping his bitch ass. I'm gonna send the body of the quote unquote GOAT to all the motherfuckers he done terrorized on YouTube for years. Don't even address Taz, Let Flacco handle your light work. Trust me, bro. Taz never seen a nigga like him, bro. Feel me? And also that dumbass bitch, Nyla says,
Nyla?
right? I'm calling you a bitch because I have not seen your face yet, so I cannot confirm you are black. So I will call you a bitch until I confirm that you are a black woman, because again, I do not attack black women on the internet nor in real life. So if I can't confirm you are a black woman, you are a bitch until I do. So bitch, you gonna get yours too after Taz. Don't ever speak to Flacco. I'm the boogeyman of this bitch. I'm the nigga who run this shit. For me, yo, Taz nigga, this is my fucking sector, nigga. And you feel me? And again, I don't care about, again, right? I might disagree with
All right.
shocking sometimes, right? But
Okay.
if you come into my sector, nigga, and trash and disparage people in my sector, Negro, you gonna have to deal with Flacco, man. That's it, man. Flacco out of here, man. Thank you, Unc.
All right. Are you there? He's kind of borging in and out. Okay, so I'm gonna go to CK.
Yeah, so just kind of quoting
Oh
Faith
wait,
that she said
oh shit.
it's kind of quoting Faith that she said in the comment that edutainment is the key, and that is, a lot of people kind of gravitate towards the fuckery. So we can do things like skits or organized chaos and teach to combat and compete with the fuckery, where a bunch of people are pretty much focused on the problem, making money off that as opposed to solutions. So we got to be more creative to reach more people and compete for the audience. Second thing is going back to what we were talking about before. Black men need to realize that you're not going to be able to get every black woman out there. Usually when it comes to marriage, you're married to like one woman. So you got to find that one woman and understand that, yes, you have to compete with other people to get her. But when you do date, if she's not for you, she's just not for you. We can't complain that she's not this, she's not that. If she's not for you, she's not for you. Figure out what you want, and that's what and pretty much maintain your standard and date until you get what you want, someone who you can be happy with. And of course, you got to be happy by yourself. And the last thing is, yes, we got to be more proactive and supporting positive content, sharing it, and even eliminating people from panels who are basically on that clown talk. Because the more we allow clown talk and nonsense, the more that nonsense is going to be out there. And the last thing is, everybody, especially audience, people who are in the audience who are not content creators, and people who are content creators, ask your content creators or people who you watch, where do you post? That's a black website, that's black owned. And if they don't have an answer for you, charge them with getting an answer, because if you don't ask, you'll never know. So thank you, Deidre, for having me up here. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Chaos Rain, for speaking with me, and also Flocka. I'll see y'all next time.
All right, take care, brother. My last thing I say, and I will say this: I'm not really into all the beef. What's going on YouTube? I avoid it as much as possible. But I'll say this: I'm entertaining this conversation as long as it forbids me. But
Okay.
after a while, if you don't see me even entertain more of this back and forth of what the men should be doing or what women should be doing, and you don't see me around, I'm done with it. To let y'all know ahead of time, you know, just be fair and honest, because I look at it, this is not progressive. You get me? And how black people are in this country and where we're going, which is already projected, that we just comfortable and we're just lying down and accepting what's going to be happening for us in the soil moving forward. And I'm not with it. And I think no black person, man or woman, should be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we want the men to do better, and we want women to be better and do something about it. But at the end of the day, if we're gonna operate separate, then we're gonna get less results. It's that simple. So that's what I'm saying. I'm tired. Thank you guys.
So appreciate you for coming in, Chaos. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm in the show, Direct. I can see your energy is low, like you about to
Yeah, my
fall
energy
asleep.
is low, man.
Yeah.
I've had to exert a lot of energy now. I'm getting a little tired and so forth. So
Yeah. I was
once this,
surprised you even going live tonight, man. You know it's late now. You don't do these real
yeah, I
late
know,
night
man.
shows.
Man, he had me charged up, man. I was charged up, and
Did you even cuss him back, man, before you
yeah,
left?
man, I was yelling and cursing and saying everything.
And
He
this was
was
on his channel or this is on some other brother's
that
channel?
was on
Because I
Grandmaster Troll channel.
oh come on. Why is he I ain't gonna say that shit.
Just blew up. He just came in there to blow up the spot. And he thought I was gonna sit there and take it, but it is what it is. So what's going on, Miss Lachey? Good to see you coming in. Man, we're gonna go. I'm gonna be live tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing live streams tomorrow. I'm gonna be going live about 1 o'clock, and then I'm gonna be doing a late night. Usually I do my live streams around no later than 9:30, but tonight I did
Same
it
time I did
later.
my shows. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was on GMT. I was basically thinking, okay, I'm on the panel here. I'll do my live stream and I'll be done for tonight. Shit, that didn't happen. So, but with that being said, guys, I appreciate everybody for supporting me. Exposers. Hadn't seen you in a while. Glad you came in. Black Power 123. Glad you came in. We Unlock Nation. Photo DNA. You kind of new. Good to see you up in here. I seen the Faith Factor definitely. My Me definitely. Yours truly. You know, Big Scotty, what's going on? Let's see who else up in there. Red Pill Finance, what's up in here? So yeah, man, we had a good live stream, guys. I will be going live around noontime tomorrow, and I look forward to conversing with you all. Y'all have a great night. Peace.